running the Telegraph Point project here in Santa Fe Springs, California. We're currently doing our street work, and part of that is we are adding a turn pocket onto the property, and we have to remove a section of asphalt. And the asphalt ended up being 12 inches thick, so we had to walk behind concrete cutting machine. We had to make a first pass using a 6-inch blade, then came back, make a second pass with a 10-inch blade. And while we were doing the second pass, the 10-inch blade got bound up in the first cut that was made. It continued to spin, but it was bound up, and so the blade snapped, and it sent the guard flying about 21 feet. And at that time, we had an electrical crew working downstream of where they were cutting at the time. And we're also working on a very busy street. It's 3 lanes. During work hours, we're able to take the number 2 and number 3 lanes. But the guard did his job, and that's the important part. The guard went flying, yes, but the blade, with the force that it hit the guard with, would have gone flying even further, and it could have been a catastrophic incident. The only damage that occurred was to the concrete saw cutting machine. That was it. There was no damage to any private property or cars passing or anyone working in the vicinity. And it just goes to show the importance of the guards, whether it be on a angle grinder or a walk behind concrete cutting machine. Those guards are there for a purpose, and that purpose is to protect the people using it and the people around them and the property around them while they're being used.
Love that story. And, it resonated with me when I first learned of the incident 2 weeks ago. And obviously I was very thankful to learn, that nobody was injured and that the guard on the tool served its purpose and protected important body parts that were around that area. So that's another one that we are going to do a lessons learned on, because the tool did what it was supposed to do. Making sure the workers are trained, guards are in place, and to keep, important body parts out of harm's way. So I thought that was a good story because it's not, as you mentioned, Anthony, it's not just about the saws, they're grinders. There's all kinds of rotating tools and blades that they do come apart. And, we've got to make sure that we're inspecting the tools and going from there. Okay, well, good. And I appreciate all of you guys taking time out of your day to share with us, your experiences. I know, like I said, I know that every one of us has a story to tell. Being the safety guy, they're usually the bad stories, and those are the ones we really don't want to share. But I think everything that we talked about right here had a pretty good ending too. It could have certainly been much worse. So the other thing I will share is, that we do have, several resources available to all of us here at Alston. The safety pros themselves, we have somewhere in the neighborhood of almost 200 years of dedicated safety experience. We all haven't done the same thing, but between all of us, one of us has probably experienced some type of an issue or concern that you guys might have in the field. Obviously, another one of our resources is the Alston Safety tab. It's a wealth of information on there, as well as with our QR code and the safety trainings that we have and the modules. If there's some type of training that you guys feel like you need, let us know. If it's something that we don't already have in our arsenal, we will certainly find specialized training for you guys or anybody within the organization. And if it's not out there, we certainly have a means to create it if it'll suit Alston's needs. So, long story short, utilize those resources. Nothing we do is worth getting hurt or allowing somebody else to get hurt. Don't take any shortcuts. Let's make sure we do the right thing. And therefore, safety never compromise, everyone. And, as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to your regional safety pro or to me. And, have a great, safe day, safe week, safe month, safe year, safe career.